Hey, what is going on guys? Welcome everyone back to another Call of Duty video. Hopefully you're all enjoying your day. In today's Call of Duty video, what we're going to be looking at is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 becoming a remastered game to come along with Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now, if you remember about 1 to 2 months ago, around March to April, there was a load of leaks that I did include on my channel and a lot of other Call of Duty YouTubers talked about, was that the next Call of Duty game we were going to be getting was going to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, or whatever game we were going to get, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered was going to be part of it. Well, it seems like it is going to be coming back, but with a twist. It's going to be coming with Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now, this is going to be quite similar to how Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare worked, where in Infinite Warfare, if you pre-ordered the Legacy Edition, you actually received Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, and it's going to be working the same way with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, where basically you pre-order one of the Digital Deluxe Editions, and boom, you're going to go ahead and get yourself Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Unfortunately, it's not all sunshines and rainbows, because there's actually a lot of disadvantages to Modern Warfare 2 being remastered, which is what we're going to be talking about throughout the rest of the video. So starting off with, where did I get the leaks from and how did this even come about? Well, most of the leaks people get, or more specifically Call of Duty YouTubers, is through GamingIntel.com, Charlie Intel, Twitter, Reddit, basically a ton of places, and Gaming Intel is where we got today's leak from. Usually he's done so many leaks, Matthew Harris, the god himself. He's talked about different perks coming to Black Ops 4. He already announced that we were going to be getting Black Ops 4, a ton of leaks, and apparently his insider has talked about, or his insider source has talked about, that we will be getting Modern Warfare 2 Remastered with Black Ops 4, except this is more of a suggestion. However, it does seem quite likely. Now, the bad thing about this is that it's not going to be a fully fledged multiplayer game, except it will only have the campaign and Spec Ops with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I did tell you just before that not everything is sunshine and rainbows, because those are the two biggest drawbacks about this, which is a bit crazy. So moving over as to why there's going to be no multiplayer, apparently there's going to be no multiplayer because if you already noticed, Blackout is going to be coming to Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Zombies is going to be coming out to Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and if they chuck multiplayer in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, guess what's going to happen? Everyone's going to shift from those game modes and move over to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And if you remember, there's no loot boxes in the game, there's no skins that you can buy, but obviously they can add it in, and more or less they're going to be losing a bit of money if multiplayer is put in with Modern Warfare 2, because more people will probably end up be playing the old nostalgia game over the kind of Black Ops 4 same multiplayer thing we get every year. But obviously Blackout will still get played out. Although we won't be getting multiplayer, as I just said before, we will be getting campaign only. Not only that, but we're also going to be getting the addition of Spec Ops being possibly added as well. So not only are we getting campaign, but also Spec Ops. Now, if you don't remember what Spec Ops is, it's a single player or co-op mode, just like Call of Duty Zombies, except with Zombies, you know, obviously get zombies running at you. With Spec Ops, more or less, it's kind of just human, kind of Russian people running at you, or the American military, just depends what side you're on. But basically there's usually 23 fast-paced missions that gradually increase in difficulty, and more or less they're split up into 5 different categories of 5 different maps. You have Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, and Echo. So in Alpha there's the Pit, Sniper Fire, Cristo, Redentor, Evasion, and Suspension. In Bravo you have Overwatch, Body Count, Bomb Squad, Race, and Big Brother. And through Charlie, Delta, and Echo you have like War Driving, Wreckage, Terminal, Estate Takedown, just basically a load of different missions where it's kind of co-op orientated, and basically you need to have a lot of teamwork. Obviously you can do this solo if you want to, and if you remember in Modern Warfare 3, the Spec Ops game mode was more or less the same as it is in Modern Warfare 2, except in my opinion I kind of preferred the Modern Warfare 3 version a little bit better, because it can pretty much last more or less forever. And in my opinion, I find that one to be a little bit better in terms of gameplay and variety. But apart from that, both game modes of Spec Ops Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2 are quite similar. I just prefer the Modern Warfare 3 version a little bit better. But obviously, because there's no multiplayer, according to the article, there's going to be a big emphasis towards Spec Ops and the campaign. So it's going to be kind of interesting how they're going to be fleshing Spec Ops out. Maybe they might add in new Spec Ops maps and stuff. I'm not really sure how it's going to work out. Let's hope that it will happen. I'm kind of annoyed that there will be no multiplayer if this is the case, because Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite Call of Duty, and in my opinion, they need to bring back multiplayer, because that was pretty much the main reason why anyone likes that game, with inclusion of the campaign, because obviously the campaign in that game is obviously really good. as well. So heading over to the next thing in today's video regarding Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, we're going to be looking and talking about the release date. So it's going to be kind of interesting what the release date will be like. However, in this article, it suggests that the interesting leak regarding Call of Duty Black Ops 4 could tie in with the release date of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. And apparently the leak suggests that two digital editions called the Digital Deluxe Edition and Digital Deluxe Plus Edition, and it sounds similar to Legacy from Infinite Warfare, where it was bundled with COD 4 Modern Warfare. And if this does not tie in, we can expect the release of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered on October 12th, 2018. So it also seems like not only will it be bundled with Call of Duty Black Ops 4, it also seems to me that it could be a separate title as well. Now, if you remember back in the Infinite Warfare days, I think it took them a few months to make Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare a separate title. And it seems like they're going to be doing the same thing with this game, with Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, except the standalone game, it seems, will come October 12th, 2018 if it is not included in a bundle. So if it's not included in a type of Digital Deluxe Edition or Digital Deluxe Plus Edition where you got to pre-order to get both games under one pre-order, then it seems like it'll be separately released on October 12th, which is a bit interesting because now we don't have to wait a few months like what we had to do with Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. So that's going to be the remastered release date. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's kind of interesting, but I think if they were to make the game a separate title, I think they would definitely give it a few months, like what they did with Infinite Warfare and COD 4 Modern Warfare. So moving over to the last bit in today's video, we're going to be talking about the campaign mission No Russian. So if you don't know what the campaign No Russian is, you've pretty much got to play it. You're living under a rock. You need to do it. One of the best missions ever in Call of Duty, just the way it's staged, the way it's acted, just how everything comes together, where the Russians pretty much launch into World War III. It's amazing. But into that, what we're going to be looking at is whether or not No Russian will be coming into Modern Warfare 2. Now, based on the article provided, they may be scrapping No Russian due to criticism, because if you remember, back when Modern Warfare 2 came out, which I think was maybe around 2009, 2010, if I remember, I could get that date wrong, but there was a lot of news coverage talking about how, you know, this game is indoctrinating children, it's promoting violence, blah, 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 blah. That's what the media said. And they had a lot of people, a lot of parents, surprisingly, mad at the game for, you know, creating such a scene. Tons of news coverage everywhere talking about how violent the game is. And surprisingly, a lot of politicians use this game as an example, explaining how violent shooter games can affect children to, like, you know, bring a gun into school or something, which I find completely weird and absurd. Based on those events I just stated, that's one of the main reasons as to why No Russian could not be returning to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 campaign if they do remaster this game in conjunction with Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I do think removing this mission from the campaign is actually going to cause a lot more backlash from the community, because obviously this is one of the best campaigns ever made for a Call of Duty series in terms of its story and everything, as I said before. And obviously a lot of people are a fan of the mission. It's probably one of the most notable and one of the most recognized missions in Call of Duty history out of all Call of Duty games. So it'd be very interesting to see whether they keep it or scrap it. If I give you my views on it, I think they'll keep it, to be honest, because since 2009, 2010, yeah, there were a few violent games back in the day that were pretty crude. But if you look at it nowadays, you know, we have Mortal Kombat 10, which has even increased graphics, even more violent, it's even more crude. And to be honest, as society progressed, I think people are kind of fine with seeing a Russian guy going through an airport killing people, whereas in 2009, I think it was kind of a mission or campaign that didn't really happen in games where it was, you know, that violent and that deliberate. And given that Call of Duty was super big back then, having news coverage on the actual campaign itself is obviously a good thing for the news stations and whatnot. So I do think it's kind of interesting. As I said, in my opinion, I do see the mission coming back, and I also do think that there will be an option to skip the mission, because if you do remember back in Modern Warfare 2, when you go to play the mission, you were allowed to skip the mission, and it actually wouldn't affect the story whether or not if you did skip it. Obviously in, I think, Japan or China, this mission's banned. I think in Germany, I think this mission is also banned, but I could be wrong. But this mission is banned in other countries. I think it will be removed from those countries as well, this mission. And I think that there will be the option to skip as well. I mean, why wouldn't they do that? Apart from that, guys, let me know what you think about No Russian coming back into the Modern Warfare 2 campaign if it does get remastered. Apart from that, guys, hopefully you did enjoy today's video. If you did, drop it a thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. If there's some more Black Ops 4 news within the next couple of days, I'll be sure to drop a video. And also, if you're wondering, I'm going to start to be live streaming a little bit more on YouTube. So if you see me live on YouTube, I'll definitely be streaming some type of Call of Duty game. I was trying Fortnite out a few days ago, but I think I'll hop right back into Call of Duty because I'm going to start to be playing some kind of modded game modes and modded maps with the older Call of Duties like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 2. So nonetheless, hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and I'll catch you all later. Globe out.